Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here again with Droid Life. So a pretty special unboxing today. You'll notice the curvature of this Galaxy word there. Yes, indeed, we do have a Samsung Galaxy Fold in-house. It's available today at Best Buy and AT&T stores. There will be an unlocked model available at some point in time, but for this first weekend, pretty much only AT&T models. So we've got the $2,000 foldable phone from Samsung that was once recalled and is now back and finally available in-house. And yeah, we're going to unbox it, talk a little bit about it, give you those first impressions. Let's do it. Samsung Galaxy Fold unboxing. So yeah, we'll begin by, looks like we need to slash some pieces down here on the bottom. Cut these bad boys open, and it should slide out at that point. Oh, I should show you that sliding. Galaxy Fold there, less metallic. And okay, box off. Nothing on the back there. Slide another box out. Now again, this is the AT&T model. The unlocked model could have sort of a different experience here. So Galaxy Fold again, Galaxy Fold there. It's kind of hard to see, but it also says Galaxy there. And this box is just plain white other than that. So we'll lift this cover off, another cover. And there is the phone. So let's actually set it aside. You'll see I have the black version. There is also a silver version. Tim has the silver version. You'll see plenty of that down the road, don't worry, but this is the black version. So we'll set that there, take extra care of it. What else is in here? Lifting that off, so nothing in that insert. Okay, so we can start talking about some of this stuff. Obviously there's care instruction on the device, which I'll show you in a minute, but here we have Unfold the Future, Meet Your Galaxy Fold. Yes, it is indeed an entirely new era of mobile phones or something like that. Galaxy Fold Premier Service. So as a $2,000 phone, $1,980 to be specific, Samsung is offering an extra special experience. So 24-hour Fold Concierge where you can call and get help at 24 hours a day. There's also a 1-year screen replacement offer. So the Fold, actually the folded part of the display is a really soft material. And it's going to be hard to take care of it, and there's a good chance you will damage it at some point. So they're giving you a screen replacement offer where you can replace it for $149. So it's not like a one-time free screen replacement, but if you do damage and you decide you want to replace it, they'll do it for $149. After that, it's probably going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to replace it. So be gentle with it, and then you can find out more about the service at that code. Okay. What else do we got in this box? I'm assuming this is just guide kind of stuff, but let's go ahead and find out. There's an AT&T SIM card in my box for some reason. All right, sliding this open. AT&T paperwork, terms and conditions, and instructions on how to use the case that should be in the box. And then I believe SIM eject tool down here on the bottom. Okay, so that's what was in that box. Moving along. All right, so fast charger. So just kind of a typical Samsung fast charger here. I don't believe this is special by any means. It just says adaptive fast charging. It is painted in black. This is basically just a transfer tool. Plug in one end of a USB cable, and this is a USB-C cable, and it lets you transfer everything from one device to the next. So we've got that. That's pretty standard stuff. This should be, I'm assuming, just the USB cable. Yep, so USB A to C cable. This is, well, it probably has to do with that other little box down there. Sure enough, these are earbud tips, I believe, some sort. Yep, these look like earbud tips. And why would you get earbud tips in here? Well, they are throwing in a pair of Galaxy Buds in the box. Rip that off. So you do get a pair of Galaxy Buds when you buy a Galaxy Fold. So you spend $2,000, get a $130 pair of buds thrown in. Black version here. I'm actually kind of excited about that. If you haven't used Galaxy Buds yet, they're actually quite nice. $130, true wireless. They sound pretty great, fit pretty great. They're good for working out and just listening to music, all sorts of stuff. Come in a bunch of different colors. Actually, I already have the white ones, so kind of nice to get the black ones here. And that looks like it. Should we look at the phone? Let's look at the phone. Actually, one more thing before we dive into the phone. The case was in there. So I told you there was a case in there and there was instructions on how to get this thing going. It was in there. It was just like attached like this, and I thought it was just a tray. But here it is. So carbon fiber-ish look to it, plastic case. Actually feels kind of nice, and it's quite thin, and you may want to put this on your $2,000 phone. But you can see cutouts for the cover display, rear cameras, and all that stuff. So we'll probably slap it on here in a minute. But yeah, this was in the box. I just didn't highlight it. And now the big moment. So here is the phone. Let's look at this care instruction thing. So it says, and we're talking care in terms of the inside foldable display. As you guys know, this phone was supposed to be released back in April, I believe, and immediately once the phone got in reviewers' hands, they all started running into issues, and the screens were breaking and not working and getting dirt in them and all sorts of stuff because there's a folding hinge and the material's soft, and there was some other issues like pulling off what looked like a screen protector that wasn't one. It was kind of a disaster. So they're now including a care instruction right on the front. It says, do not press the screen with a hard or sharp object such as a pen or fingernail. So if you got fingernails, you're not supposed to be digging on there at all, like just the soft part of the finger. It says when folding the device, do not place any objects such as cards, coins, or keys on the screen. Makes a lot of sense there. The device is not water or dust resistant at all. Do not expose to liquids or small particles. Yeah, so like your Samsung Galaxy S10 is IP68. This thing is IP nothing. Do not attach any adhesive such as films or stickers to the main screen or remove the top protective layer. So that top protective layer people were removing previously because it was like around the edge and it looked like a screen protector. They've now fixed that, but you're not allowed to put like another screen protector or anything else on it. You could damage it. And then down here it says this phone has magnets, so keep them away from things like credit cards, right? Which you may not want. And the magnets are to hold the phone together when you fold it. All right, we good? Should we, do we even dare take all of this stuff off? Let's start peeling. Oh boy. And okay. That is like some heavy duty plastic. $2,000 plastic. Let's take this sticker off. Ooh, that came off nice. All right. All right. All right. First fold. So this is my first time holding the Galaxy Fold. This is my first time with a foldable phone. So is it going to break? It feels really tight and like it wants to open, and we're closed. So magnets that we were talking about right over here, those magnets are holding the phone together, and then you give it a little pull and it pops right. This is kind of weird. Again, this is my first foldable phone. So we fold and push, and it, like you hit this part right here where it feels like there's some tightness in there, like it doesn't quite want to do that. I don't know if the original version that had all the problems felt like that, but it closes and then it closes. So here's that magical hinge. So Samsung, I believe, has tightened that up some, so that with the original one that had the problems, there were spaces and gaps in there where particles were getting in, and I believe they've tightened it up some. They've also included some little caps down here on the bottom because as you fold, there was this gap in here the things were getting in under the screen and then destroying it. So they fixed it by doing a couple of those things. Wow. All right. So we should probably turn this bad boy on so you can see it. But here it is closed in hand. It's actually it feels not bad in hand just because it's so thin this way. It's not wide. And it's got like a good thickness to it. It kind of sits right in your hand. And then when you're open, obviously it's like a mini little tablet. Let's turn it on and we'll talk about specs, and then we'll start messing with UI. Power button is over here on this right side. So you have side fingerprint reader. So most of Samsung's phones right now have in-display fingerprint readers outside of the S10e. This one has one on the side, not in the display. So side fingerprint reader, power button, volume switch, and then that is a SIM tool or SIM tray right here. No SD slot in here, just SIM, but there is 512 gigabytes of internal storage, and it's UFS 3.0 and super fast. Anyway, so here's first power on. So holding power. Hopefully there's some juice. Oh, yep, we're good. Samsung Galaxy Fold. This is the cover display. So cover display, 4.6 inches. It's HD. So 720p, not 1080p, but it's just a little cover display. It's supposed to show you information before you unfold. It is an AMOLED panel. Letting this boot up. Again, AT&T model. There is an unlocked version. The unlocked version will work on all carriers. 12 gig RAM. Again, I mentioned that 512 gigabytes of storage. It is a Snapdragon 855 processor on the inside, 4,380 milliamp hour battery. And it's a dual battery system. There's actually a battery in each panel and they kind of charge simultaneously together, sort of thing. Has reverse wireless charging, I believe, too. So those Galaxy Buds you can charge by just setting them right there on the back. We've got cameras everywhere. So up front, you have a 10 megapixel front cover camera that's at f2.2. On the inside, you have two more cameras up here, 10 megapixel and 8 megapixel. And then if we close this bad boy on the back, triple camera setup where you have 16 megapixel, 12 and 12. The 16 megapixels ultra wide, the 12 is wide angle or standard, and then the other 12 is telephoto. The 16 megapixel ultra wide is f2.2. The 12 megapixel wide angle is f1.5 to 2.4. It's that variable aperture, and then the telephoto is f2.4. That's mostly it for specs. I mean, you have fast charging. Oh, I guess I didn't really talk about this display. So this display on the inside is a 7.3 inch QXGA dynamic AMOLED Infinity Flex display. I know it's a really, really long name. It's basically like a quad HD display on the inside. It's obviously flexible and all of that stuff. Whew. Let's see if I can get past this software. Now past the setup screen, here we go. It's gonna be tough for me to show you a lot because I'm not fully set up here, but here is your front cover display. So kind of an always on display setup there. You can double tap and it'll wake that. So, and then I can swipe in. And so you have a full phone experience up front. It's obviously in a smaller, weird sort of mini display that they're calling the cover display, but you can swipe up and get into your apps and open, like whatever you want. I could open Chrome and play with Chrome or something like that. And then if you're doing something on here and, you want to see it on the inside, you just like open it. And it should take you, to the most part, from where you were on the front screen into here. So now I'm in here, and now I have this experience. So that's kind of cool. Navigation buttons down here. That continuity, or whatever we're calling that, works with a number of apps, and Samsung, I believe, is trying to build out more and more. I think they've already said there's hundreds that could take advantage. But you swipe down and you'll notice there is this weird notch thing up here with the camera. So you actually swipe over here to get into the notification area. That'll take some getting used to. Kind of a normal setting setup here. It's very Samsung-y. I don't need to take you guys through a tour, I don't think, of this, but we'll play with it more and offer tips and tricks or more of a software overview down the line. But this is supposed to be just an unboxing. Kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't know that I trust that screen to last very long on the inside. But I know like the cameras should be good. It's Samsung cameras. I know it's One UI, so I know the software will be fine. We'll probably get an update to Android 10 fairly soon because Android 10 has official support for foldables, even though Google and Samsung work together to get this ready to do sort of a multi-screen experience. But yeah, I'm worried about the durability of this. I mean, there are warnings, as you saw, everywhere. This is a $2,000 phone, and Samsung is basically telling you, like, you better be super careful ever using this thing or you will break it, and it's going to be really expensive to replace parts. So look at that. It's kind of crazy though that I'm like folding a screen in half. I mean, look at that, man. This is the future or something, right? Like, that's pretty wild. Like, there's certainly a crease down the middle. We talked about this when they first announced it, that there is a little bit of a crease there. And yeah, you can see it, but when you're looking at it straight on, it's, it's not quite as noticeable. I mean, there's going to be some trade-offs for having something that can do that. I mean, it can do that. Your phone can't do that. Sure, I paid $2,000 for this, but your phone can't do that, man. Yeah, this is just an unboxing of the Galaxy Fold. The $2,000, I haven't given you this look. The $2,000 Galaxy Fold. You can see there's still a gap there as they fold together. A little bit of a gap. Do not drop things in there. Hopefully the pocket lint of your pants does not get in there and ruin the screen. Speaker up top, by the way. Down at the bottom, another speaker and USB-C port with fast charging and all that stuff. Ooh, it kind of, like, it makes this like tight kind of creaking noise sometimes when you open it. When you get like right around here, it scares me, but still very cool. Anyways, if you guys have comments, questions, let us know. I have this black version. Tim has a silver version, thanks to AT&T. We will play with these lots, share feedback. We might review it. I don't know. They're kind of just weird devices, and I don't think anyone should really buy these at that price and with this fragility. So anyways, let us know what you want to know. We are Droid Life. Peace.